two trains are 2 kilometers apart. The distance is 2 kilometers. The speeds would be 20 meters per second for one and 30 meters per second for the other. Length of the train, the length of this train, how long the train is, this train and this train, the length of the train, 200 meters and 300 meters. And they are approaching each other, means they are traveling in opposite direction. They are traveling in opposite direction. So when they will cross each other, or in how much time would they cross each other? Got it? The question, Kankana? Kankana, don't keep the mic mute. Got it?
Yes.
Keep the mic on. In my class, don't keep the mic mute. So, the total distance, now when one train passes another train, the total distance to be covered is the total length of the two trains. The length of the first train plus the length of the second train. But here in addition, you have a 2 kilometer gap. So first they have to cover the 2 kilometer gap, and then they have to cover the length of the first train and the length of the second train. So 2 kilometer would be 2000 meter plus 200 plus 300. The total distance would be 2500 meter. An effective speed, when they are traveling in opposite direction, the effective speed will be the sum of the speed. If they are traveling in the same direction, we subtract. If they are traveling in opposite direction, we add. So 20 plus 30, that would be 50 meters per second. So the time required, this is the distance, 2500 meters, and the speed is 50. So the time required would be 50 seconds. Got it, Kankana?
Yes, yes.
And if they were traveling in opposite direction, the distance would be same, 2500. 2 kilometer gap plus 200 meter length of first train plus 300 meter length of second train. The speed would be not 30 plus 20, but 30 minus 20, it would be 10 if they are traveling in same direction. So in that case, you would get 10 meter per second. So the time required would be 2500 by 10 or 250 seconds. 4 minutes 10 seconds if they are traveling in same direction, but here they are traveling in opposite direction. So we are adding the speed 20 plus 30, 50, and we are getting 2500 divided by 50 as 50 seconds. Got it, Kankana? Okay?
Okay, sir. Understood.
Now this one, attend carefully. 3 girls, 4 boys are to be seated on 7 seats. What is the probability that boys and girls may occupy alternate positions? Now, we have put boys in odd numbered seats, odd position, 1, 3, 5, 4, and girls in even position, 2, 4, 6. Why? Because boys, there are 4, and there will be 4 odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7. And girls, there are 3, and there will be 3 even numbers. If you put girls in odd positions and boys in even positions, so boys in seat number 2, 4 and 6, you will not be able to accommodate 4 boys. If you do the opposite thing, if you put boys in even numbered seats, one boy here, one boy here, and one boy here, you can accommodate only 3 boys, but you have got 4 boys. So boys you have to put in odd positions, 1, 3, 5, 7, and girls you have to put in even positions because there are only 3 girls. Got it, this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go on saying. So there
So
would
what's
be
the
4.
answer, sir?
Yeah.
Probability?
Hello.
So what will be the answer for the probability?
Answer? No, answer we are yet
Or
to answer we are not found out. Answer is we are still doing. This is the first concept that boys have to be put in odd positions and girls in even positions, because we have 4 odd positions but we have 3 even positions. So in 3 even position I can't put 4 boys. So I have to put boys in odd positions, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, and girls in even position 2, 4 and 6. Answer we are doing still. So boys you have to put in odd position, girls in even position. So for seat number 1, first seat, you got 4 boys and you can put any one boy, either the first boy or the second boy or the third boy or the fourth boy. That means you have got 4 ways or 4 choices or 4 options. Now one boy you have already put in seat number 1. So you got 3 boys left. So for the next odd position seat, that is this one, you have got only 3 boys left. 1 boy is already here. So you have got only 3 ways or 3 choices, any of the 3 boys. When you come to seat number 5, we have already placed 2 of the boys. So only 2 boys are left. That means you have got 2 choices. And lastly, when you come to seat number 7, you have got only 1 boy left, the lone boy left. So you have to put him only. So the choice will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 24. That is for placing the boys. Now for placing the girls. For placing the girls, you are putting in seat number 2, 4 and 6. So first seat, you can put any of the 3 girls. So you have got 3 ways or 3 choices. For the second position, you got now 2 girls left. 1 girl is already put here. So you got 2 choices. And when you come to the last one, 6, you have got only 1 girl left. 2 girls you already allotted the seats. So you got only 1 way left. This should be 1 actually. By mistake I wrote to 1. So the total number of ways is 3 into 2 into 1, 6. So for boys it is 24, girls it is 6. For boys and girls, whenever you see and, multiplication. Boys and girls, 24 into 6, 144. This is not the answer. 144 is the number of ways in which boys and girls can be put in alternate positions. But we have to find out the probability. This is the first part. The second part is, now forget about putting them in alternate positions, put them in any position, random positions. The total ways of placing 7 members in 7 seats. So in first seat, you got 7 members total. Anyone you can place. So 7 choices. Now 1 you have already put. So for the next seat, it will be 6 choices. 2 you have already placed. So the next one, it will be 5 choices. So like that you will get the total number to be 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. For the last seat, you will have only 1 member left. So that is coming to be 5040. And here also we will show you how you multiply quickly. 7 into 6, 42. Don't multiply this 5 and 2 because 5 and 2 will give you 10. Multiply 4 into 3, 12. And then multiply 5 into 2, 10. So 42 into 12 into 10. So 12 into 2, 24. 2 carried. 12 into 4, 48. And 2 carried 50. And then multiply by 10. So 5040. So this is the total number of ways. And 144 is the number of ways for putting them in alternate positions. So the probability will be 144 divided by 5040. This should be 5040, not 540. This is a printing mistake. 5040. So 144 divided by 5040, that is giving you the probability 1 by 35. It is not 540, it is 5040. 144 divided by 5040, giving you 540. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So 144 was the way we found there, and now we are finding the total number to be 5040. So the probability will be what you want divided by the total possible ways. 144 ways is what you want them to be put in alternate order. 5040 is the total number of possible ways. So 144 upon 5040 or 135 is the probability. Got it? This part?
Yes, sir.
Okay.